So the State Capture Commission of Inquiry has concluded its work for the year. Yesterday, Commission Chair Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo gave a briefing on progress thus far, as well as future plans and appearances. So they include an application for a 3-month extension, as well as a Constitutional Court bid to try and force former President Jacob Zuma to appear before the Commission in January. Other upcoming appearances include President Cyril Ramaphosa, Parliament, the State Security Agency, as well as the ANC. To discuss this and the work of the Commission to date, we're joined on the line by Mvuzo Notyesi, who is the President of the National Association of Democratic Lawyers. Good to have you. Thanks very much for being with us.
Good morning, Leon, and good morning to the listeners. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for being with us. So we saw a number of testimonies this year, including those of SAA former chair or board chairperson Dudu Myeni, Eskom-related evidence, and Advocate Dalio Mpofu cross-examining Pravin Gordhan, to mention just a few. What stood out for you during the commission?
Sorry?
Just asking, what stood out for you during the commission, during the hearings that we've had this year?
Yes, firstly, we must appreciate the work of the Commission. A lot of things have come out during these hearings. But one would have liked to also see the business, because at the center of any corruption is the business people. We haven't seen much. We've seen a lot of politicians, senior executives. I haven't seen much of the black people, but at least there's progress that has been made up to now, and obviously there's more work that needs to be done, as the chairperson outlines in their statement yesterday. And hence, we see this application for an extension.
Yeah. I mean, the Deputy Chief Justice actually revealed that since it began 2018, the Commission has gathered 1 billion. That doesn't make sense. I don't think 1 billion gigabytes, but they have basically gone and gathered a lot of information. They really, really have. 200 witnesses, 159,000 affidavits and documents. It really has. I mean, it's gotten a lot of information. It really has. So the Commission, is it making some kind of progress to actually make sure that people are held accountable?
I think this is what we must welcome as South Africans. I think the state capture was a biggest concern for the South Africans. Corruption was a little bit becoming pandemic in the country, because every day you hear about allegations of corruption. Now, I think with the State Capture Commission, we were able to understand some of the entrances of this, where it comes from, its location. And therefore, one must appreciate really the work that has been done, and we can positively say much has been done by this commission, and we'll wait for what the findings and the recommendations of the Deputy Chief Justice would be.
Former President Jacob Zuma, now, on the other hand, not willing to appear before the Commission. Where do you think his battle to avoid will end up? I mean, considering the Commission's plan now to actually go and approach the Constitutional Court.
Firstly, it's very important that former President Jacob Zuma, as the head of the state, first and foremost, under whose leadership these allegations of corruption started, or at least it became more public, that he comes before the commission and give his side of the story on what measures they took, and also what were his oversight, and how did he perform his oversight role, and all that as the head of the cabinet. Now, with the reluctance to testify in the commission, that put the commission into a little bit of a back foot, because we will not hear his side of the story amid the allegations that have been made, some serious allegations by various witnesses that have testified.
Yeah.
As regards the Constitutional Court application, one of the first things that we must hope for is that the Constitution would grant them leave and that the Constitutional Court would be prepared to enter and actually make some kind of orders that are sought in that application. But one cannot guarantee, because still, even if he's not opposing that application, the Commission must still satisfy the court that the matter is correctly before that court, in the sense that they must be granted direct leave. They must have direct approach to the court, and the court can actually make kind of orders that they are seeking. So that's what we must at this stage hope for, and hope that the Constitutional Court is convinced.
All right. Okay, we have to leave it there. I wish we had more time, especially to speak about President Ramaphosa, also scheduled to appear there next year. So, and that being a big development coming out of next year. But we got to leave it. Thanks for being with us, Advocate Mvuzo Notyesi, who is the President of the National Association of Democratic Lawyers, talking about the Zondo Commission's work this year as well as future.